Good morning. Thank you for joining me for some Silver Sneakers yoga. I have on some supportive shoes today, and we are going to start alongside of our chair here. So, with that, we're just going to take a little bit of a wider stance, maybe shoulder or hip width apart, and toes are pointed out at an angle. I'm going to bend at the hips, bend at the knees here, and I just want to move from side to side a little bit. So, as we're shifting, we're thinking about our feet. Are we heavy in the heels? Are we wiggling those toes, maybe a little challenge? And are we leaning forward or leaning back? So, as we shift, do we allow those knees to come over the toes? And from here, I'm going to turn sideways. You can see I want to make sure that the bottom is back and the knees do not go forward beyond the toes as we shift. From side to side, we're protecting that knee joint as we warm up the lower body here. Great work. And from here, we're going to bring in the arms. I'm just kind of touching out to each side here. And as we're going from side to side, we're going to slowly bring the arms out to the side. Navel comes in, and we're reaching with that navel in. We're giving the body a little bit of a twist, warming up through the back, that spine, and those shoulders. And let's take those arms up a little bit higher. A nice reach across the body here. And wonderful work. Let's take it right up overhead and sway from side to side. A nice little palm tree blowing in the wind. Wonderful. Last one, side to side and back to center. Relax those arms down. Fully come up right, and we're going to squeeze the inner thigh. Navel comes in, shoulders are back. And let's take those arms, wide hands out to the side, bring them wide, thinking about pulling the chin up, shoulders are back, and we're opening up through the chest. And give ourselves a nice big hug, navel in, round the spine. Wonderful, and we're continuing to breathe here. Never hold the breath. And let's take it wide, open big, lift the chin, the chest, arms back. Wonderful work here. And here we go, one more. Bring the other arm over the top if you remember which arm you had first time around. And great work continuing to breathe here. And let's lift and open wide. And just relaxing the arms down, we're going to go into little shoulder circles, one side or both, finding what works for you. Very nice here. And we're going to bring that elbow into it, tighten the core, and let's go into a little bit of a twist. Allow the hips to move a little bit, maybe soften the knees. As we're twisting, we're going to look that direction, challenge that inner ear equilibrium as we're moving around. One more each side here. And back to center. Very nice. I'm going to pull the elbows back. My thumbs are up. And I want to think about squeezing the shoulder blades behind me, and then we're going to take them forward and round the spine. Navel comes in, and sitting heavy kind of in the heels here, and then we're going to pull everything back, lift the chin and chest again, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and take it forward. Really stretching through the middle of the back here. Great work. And pull it back. Wonderful. And while we're here, we're going to shift from side to side. I'm going to roll up onto a toe and then over to the other side. Great work. As we're shifting from side to side, really extend through that leg. Squeeze the calf muscles. Great work as we point hard down into those toes. Very nice. Last one, and back to center. We're going to take the hands forward, palms are up. I'm going to wiggle the fingers out in front here, and we're going to dip them down and bring it down in front. So navel comes in, we're bending at the hips, rounding the spine, just letting the body kind of stretch naturally through the back, the low back, maybe those hamstrings as we're kind of hanging forward. If you need to, hold onto the chair for a little support here. Great job. And bending the knees, dropping the bottom a little bit here, and we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Navel comes in, tucking the chin, shoulders back, and eyes up. Wonderful. Here we go. Push into those hands. The palms are really facing forward here. We're stretching that arm, the wrist, and here we go. Drop those fingertips down, stretching in the opposite direction, and here we go. Dropping it forward, leaning forward, soft knees, and just let everything kind of hang forward here. Stretching out the back, the shoulders are relaxed, eyes towards the floor. And when you're ready, bend the knees and let's roll up one more time. Stack the vertebrae on top of each other. Shoulders come back, eyes forward. Very nice. All right. From here, we're going to bring our feet closer together and just pedal the feet. Keep the toes on the floor, just lift the heels. And we are going to roll up onto one toe, hold onto the chair if you need to, and lift the knee. Navel comes in, shoulders are back. Great balance challenge here. And let's take it down. Pedal the feet. And when you're ready, let's go up on the other toe. Lift the knee when you're ready. Navel in. Good posture. Great work. Holding steady and strong. Wonderful balance. And bring it down. Here we go. Pedal the feet. And of course, we're going to add to this. So up onto a toe, rolling up, lifting. Stay here if you'd like, or we're going to extend that leg out. I'm pointing through the toe. I really want to have that leg grow a little bit longer. Good posture, navel is in. Wonderful. Bend at the knee, bring it back, and toe down. Pedal it out. Here we go to the other side. Onto the toe. Stay here if you'd like, or a nice lift. Stay here, or a nice extension, pointing into that toe, really growing that length long through. Wonderful work here, engaging the abdomen, but also working on that quad to hold the leg there. Fabulous work. And bring it back down, that knee and to the toe. March it out or pedal those feet. Wonderful. From here, we are going to roll up onto the toe again. This time, as we lift, we're going to keep the toe pointed and then swing it back behind. So as we swing, we're pointing through the toe again, activating the back side of the leg. Those hamstrings are coming in, and we're keeping that knee down in front. Hold on to the chair if you need to. And bring it down, pedal those feet. Here we go, other side, rolling up onto the toe. We're going to lift the knee in front, toe is down, and send it back behind you. Pointing through that toe, Encouraging the back side of the body to really do some work here as we challenge our balance as well. Great job. Holding steady, maybe holding onto the chair. Find what works for you. And let's bring it down, pedal it out. Wonderful work. All right. From here, rolling up onto the toe, we're going to lift the knee again here and just cross that midline. I'm going to do a little toe tap from side to side. So I'm working that inner and outer hip, inner and outer thigh. We're really challenging our balance. The low back is kicking in to hold us steady. And of course, that navel is in. Great work. Bring it back to a pedal or march. Here we go, other side. I'm going to give myself a little bit more space so I can move that leg all the way out. Onto the toe, a nice lift, and let's cross that midline. Toe tapping side to side, really encouraging that navel to be in. Shoulders are up and back. Great work here. Really activating the hips and the thighs. Fabulous. Last time across. And let's bring it back. A little pedal. Wonderful work. All right. From here, rolling up onto that toe once more. We are going to cross at the ankle, but this time we're just going to let the knee kind of fall open. And I want you to think about your hips for a minute. As you kind of let that leg kind of hang, your hips are going to shift downward a little. So I'm up on the toe and I have my ankle leaning against my other shin. And I really want to just drop that hip. So you might feel it in the low back, that cossack area, sacrum, everything is shifting funny through the hips. That is part of the point. We want to engage those hip muscles, over 29 hip muscles in there, and they're doing some work, holding us steady and strong. All right, and now I want you to think about shifting back upright, keeping those hips even, and release it. March it out or pedal those feet. Very nice. Here we go, other side. We're gonna lift and bring it across. Toe is down. Open up that knee to the side and think about that hip shift. Really lots going on right here as we have the pelvis open, the inner thigh is working, outer hip, great work here. And we're breathing, challenging that balance. Hold the chair if you need to. Maybe tap on and off because the chair is not always going to be there. Great job. And here we go. Let's pick it back up and march or wonderful work. All right. From here, we are going to roll up onto the toe. We're going to take it back behind. I'm just thinking about that nice extension behind me. Good posture. We don't want to lean forward, but make sure we stay upright. Activate the back side of the body. Our gluteus maximus is the laziest muscle in the body. We want to kick that into habit right now. Get rid of that laziness and move that backside. Wonderful. And let's bring it in. A nice march or pedal the feet. Here we go. Other side. Step it back. Good posture. I'm pushing energy down through into those toes. Staying upright. Holding the chair if you need it. Great work here. And bringing it in, a nice march out. Wonderful. All right. From here, we are going to just take that toe out to the side. Stay here with it on the floor, or we're going to lift, and now we're kind of shifting that hip upward with the lift. So nice work of those outer hip muscles. Might be feeling it already. And we're shifting that whole lower back, the hip girdle, and bring it back down. Pedal it out. Wonderful job. From here, I'm going to step a little bit away. And here we go, other side. Point through that toe. Stay here if you'd like, or shift as we lift up and down. Really focused on through those hips, that low back. Lots of work here. Fabulous job. And let's bring it back in. March it out. Wonderful. All right. I'm going to face my chair here. My feet are closer together, and I'm going to push down into the heels as I come into a little bit of a squat here. And I'm not very deep, but I do want to make sure that the bottom is back and the knees stay on this side of the toes. We don't want them to cross that toe line. So from here, we're just going to shift from side to side a little bit. So as I'm shifting, I really want to put some pressure on that outside of the foot. The entire length from our pinky toe all the way over to the heel. So we really want to focus that shifting on the outside of the foot. Great work. Last one on each side. And back to center. Rise up, a nice breath in. Exhale down. All right. Come back into that squat a little bit here. And we're going to come into a little bit of a twist. I'm reaching for the opposite knee. Navel comes in, and I'm dipping that shoulder down a little bit. So as I'm tilted forward, I really want to focus on keeping those knees back behind the toes, but create that shift through the midsection of the body. And we're going to come back to center, rise up, inhale. And take it back down. Here we go. Squatting down a little bit. Crossing over that midline. Reach for that other knee. Navel is in. And we want to check in with those shoulders. We're not rounded through the back, but we have good posture even though we're squatted down and reaching through that twist. Wonderful work. Here we go. Back to center. Rise up. Big inhale. Exhale on the way down. Now we're going to twist a little bit more. If you're able to let go of the chair, we want to reach beyond and twist, look that way, almost thinking about our ear being parallel to the floor here. And come back to center, rise up, inhale up. Exhale on the way down. Let's go to the other side. Here we go, crossing that midline. Reaching out, looking that direction, challenging through the upper back, the neck, the inner ear. Lots happening here. And did I forget to say, keep that navel in? Wonderful. Bring it back to center and rise up. Big inhale. Exhale on the way down. Fabulous. Coming into just a little bit of a squat here. And we're going to bring it forward into the toes and then bring it back into the heels. So maybe feel the toes rise as we're heavy in the heels just a little bit. And we're going to send it forward. I'm bringing the heels up a little bit to give me more of a challenge. Keep the heels on the floor, finding that comfortable spot for you. For your whole body right here. We're challenging everything in it. And last time forward and bring it back. Rise up, a nice big inhale. Exhale down. Great work. A little march. And we're going to come in front of our chair here. And from here, we are just going to take a little bit of a wider stance and coming into a chair pose. So draw the arms out and bending at the hips, bending at the knees, hovering a little bit over that chair. I'm not very deep yet. I want to stay kind of upright here. And I'm going to rise up and reach up tall, get long, and then come all the way down. Hover, challenge those legs, Great job. Navel is in, shoulders are back. We have good posture. And rise up again once more. Big inhale. And exhale it down. Wonderful. Slowly working your way into the chair here and seated down comfortably. Take a nice, easy breath in and just enjoy being seated for a moment. Exhale down. Wonderful. All right. I've scooted forward a little bit in my chair, and I'm just going to bring one toe up and one heel. So alternating heel, toe, and we're going to bring the brain into it a little bit as well. So from here, one hand goes down and up, down and up. So we're rotating the heel of the hand, fingers, great job. And shake them all out. Wonderful. Coordination. Nice big breath in. Get long and tall. Reach up high. Big inhale. Exhale down. All right. And lots of work for the feet today. We're just going to roll to the sides of the feet. Stretch out those ankles a little bit. Stretch out the hips. And bring them back together from here. Take it a little bit wider, heel, toe, heel, toe. Holding onto the knees, we're going to stretch the low back and the hips, leaning forward. Lots of leg strength today and hip flexibility. And let's rise up. Very nice. Tighten through the core. That abdomen is strong, and we're going to slowly lean back a little bit, really engaging the abs to support that low back as we're leaning back in our chair just a bit. Wonderful. Coming back upright and take it side to side. Just keep those shoulders back and a slight lean over the hip. One more on the other side. Great work, continually breathing. Back to center, and let's cross that midline. Reach to the opposite knee. Navel comes in. Good posture. If you'd like, maybe challenge that arm, bring it around. Challenge that neck and look behind you. Releasing, coming back to center. Here we go, other side. Reaching for the other knee, navel in. Maybe look behind you, extend the arm behind. Great work through the upper body as well as the lower. Coming back to center, and let's take a nice breath in. Get long and tall, reach up high. Exhale it down. And walk the feet back together again. Here we go. Holding onto the knees, we're going to stretch that low back. Lean forward. Great release. And rise up. Wonderful work. All right. Scooting back in the chair, letting the chair fully support you. The feet are flat on the floor. Ah, feels good, right? And from here, just focus on the breath. What is nice and easy and comfortable for you, but you want to make sure that you bring it all the way in and let it go all the way back out. Here we go. Breathing into the belly. And good work. Let's add to that belly breathing. We are going to breathe into the belly, into the chest, all the way to the back of the throat, and then let it all go. Here we go. Nice big breath in and down and out. Wonderful. One more. Belly to the chest, the throat, and out we go. Just back to a comfortable breathing here. And we're going to bring the hands together just at the fingertips. And from here, those elbows are out wide. And we're going to kind of push on the fingertips here a little bit. And then we're going to bring them all together. So squeeze the fingertips towards the thumb. And then open them wide, fingers wide. And rotate the thumbs or the hands downward and bring them all the way back up. Fingertips coming back together towards the thumb. And here we go, wide. And a nice rotation forward or down. And bring them back up. And elbows down, palms together. Let's take a little bow. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.